Welcome, fellow green thumbs, to another deep dive from botanical bliss. Today, we're exploring the revolutionary world of no-dig gardening, a method that's transforming how we think about soil health and plant cultivation. If you're staring at a patch of seemingly lifeless soil and wondering how to bring it back to life without breaking your back, you've come to the right place. No-dig gardening isn't just a trendy technique, it's a return to nature's wisdom. In natural ecosystems, soil remains undisturbed while layers of organic matter accumulate on the surface, gradually decomposing and enriching the soil below. No-dig gardening mimics this process, creating thriving gardens without the back-breaking labor of traditional tilling. When we dig or till soil, we disrupt the complex web of life beneath our feet, the fungi networks, earthworm tunnels, and microbial communities that make soil alive. No-dig preserves this delicate ecosystem, allowing it to flourish naturally. The result? Healthier plants, fewer weeds, and a garden that improves year after year. Before diving into no-dig, or rather, not diving in, take a moment to evaluate your soil's current state. Is it compacted clay, sandy, or somewhere in between? Is there any plant life growing? Even weeds can tell you something about your soil's condition. Feel the soil between your fingers. If it's rock hard, devoid of worms, and nothing seems to grow, don't despair. The beauty of no-dig is that it can transform even the most lifeless dirt into rich, fertile ground, without ever picking up a shovel. Creating your first no-dig bed is similar to making a layer cake, except this one feeds your soil and plants rather than your sweet tooth. Here's how to build your bed from the ground up. Mark your area, decide where your bed will go and outline it with string or garden hose. For beginners, 4 by 8 feet is a manageable size. Suppress existing vegetation by covering the area with cardboard or several layers of newspaper. Make sure you overlap the edges by at least 6 inches to prevent weeds from sneaking through. Then, thoroughly wet this layer to start the decomposition process. Add compost as your first layer. Spread a 2 to 3 inch layer of well-rotted compost or aged manure directly onto the cardboard. This initial nitrogen-rich layer will kickstart decomposition beneath. Build your organic matter layers by adding alternating layers of browns, carbon-rich materials like straw, dried leaves, or shredded paper, and greens, nitrogen-rich materials like grass clippings, vegetable scraps, or coffee grounds. Aim for a total height of about 6 to 8 inches. Top with planting medium, finish with another 2 to 3 inches of good quality compost mixed with a little garden soil. This is where you'll plant initially, while the layers below continue breaking down. The beauty of this method is that you can plant immediately. For the first season, focus on shallow-rooted crops like lettuces, herbs, and annual flowers. By year 2, your soil will be transformed enough for deeper-rooted vegetables. One of the joys of no-dig gardening is its simplicity. Rather than digging or tilling each season, simply add a fresh 1 to 2 inch layer of compost to the surface of your beds annually. The best time to do this is either fall or early spring, depending on your climate. Fall mulching allows winter precipitation to carry nutrients down into the soil, while earthworms and soil organisms work the organic matter into the soil profile. Spring top-ups provide immediate nutrition for the growing season ahead. No-dig gardens have superior water retention compared to conventionally tilled soil. The high organic matter content acts like a sponge, absorbing rainfall and irrigation water, then releasing it slowly to plant roots. For optimal water management, apply water directly to the soil surface, avoiding overhead watering when possible. Consider installing a simple drip irrigation system, which delivers water precisely where needed. Always mulch exposed soil between plants to further reduce evaporation. In hot, dry periods, no-dig beds typically need watering half as often as conventional gardens. Perhaps the most celebrated benefit of no-dig gardening is dramatically reduced weeding. When you don't disturb the soil, you're not bringing buried weed seeds to the surface where they can germinate. The thick mulch layers also suppress weed growth by blocking light. Any weeds that do appear are typically shallow-rooted and easy to pull. After 2 to 3 years of consistent no-dig practice, many gardeners report spending just minutes per week on weed control. Healthy soil creates healthy plants, and healthy plants naturally resist pest damage. No-dig gardens typically see fewer pest problems as beneficial soil life flourishes and plant immunity improves. To further enhance pest resistance, practice crop rotation even in no-dig beds. Interplant aromatic herbs that confuse or repel common pests. Encourage beneficial insects by including flowering plants throughout your garden. Apply compost tea as a foliar spray to introduce beneficial microorganisms directly to plant surfaces. Remember, some insect presence is normal and healthy. The goal isn't to eliminate all insects, but to create a balanced ecosystem where predatory insects keep pest populations in check. No-dig gardening represents more than a technique. It's a philosophy that respects the intelligence of nature. By working with natural soil processes rather than fighting against them, we create gardens that become increasingly productive and beautiful with minimal intervention. Your journey from dead soil to living earth has just begun, and the rewards will multiply season after season. Each layer of organic matter you add builds not just your garden's fertility, but a legacy of soil health for generations to come. Don't forget to share your no-dig garden journey with us. Subscribe to the Botanical Bliss channel for weekly updates, leave a comment with your no-dig successes or questions, and hit that share button to spread the no-dig revolution to fellow gardeners. Together we're growing a healthier, more sustainable future, one undisturbed bed at a time.